Hello, girls, guys, or otherwise. This is Rich with your Table Talk Thursday. As per usual, we have our Table Topics Cube. But before we get into that, and into today's discussion, a couple things. Ignore all the mess behind me. I am doing this video again on Tuesday. Kind of had a crap day. Wasn't really sure if I was going to do this video today or if I was going to put it off until tomorrow. Kind of want to get it done today. In about 6 minutes-ish, my 9 o'clock alarm is going to go off. Just a warning. Um, let's see. Oh, and if you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and go into the bottom section right there. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification. You might be notified whenever a new video comes up. Like this video if you like these videos. Dislike them if you dislike them. Leave a comment especially if you dislike them, so I know how I can improve. Without any further ado, if you would like to get your own Table Topics Cube, not necessarily this specific one, but one kind of like it, go into the description box. There will be a link. Let's go ahead and get into the topic for today, and we'll see if I really want to discuss this, because if you watched yesterday's video that went live, yeah, kind of been a crap day. So let's see what kind of stuff we have to discuss and see how heavy of a topic it is. Have you snooped through someone's belongings? Absolutely. I am one of those ones. Don't let me house sit and expect me not to look through your stuff. If you specifically ask me not to, I will respect that. But there is definitely a possibility that I am looking through your things. It's a thing I do. It's not something that I regularly do. Like, I don't go over to somebody's house and just like start rooting through the medicine cabinet now. But like, if I'm over somebody's house and I'm in like a spare room, sleeping in a spare room, I'm gonna look through some stuff. I'm not gonna like, look through. And this was more whenever I was younger. It doesn't happen as much now. Sorry about that. eBay. Good things, but yeah, this happened more when I was younger. Not really now. I was very interested in other people, a lot more to a lot more of an extent than I am now. Interested in, like, what do they have? What do they store? But that's really kind of gone away in my adult life. But if you have me staying in a spare room, yeah, I'm gonna look through the nightstands because that's the room I'm staying in. I'm going to, if you have a bookshelf filled with books, I'm going to look through the bookshelves. Like, I'm going to look at all the titles of all the books, and I'm going to sit there and, like, basically read the shelves. If I go into your witchy room, and Annie can attest to this. I mean, I didn't go snooping. She freely showed me her altar space and everything. It was awesome. But, if I go into a witchy room, and you freely invite me into there, I will look at everything that you have. Now, my witchy room is kind of set up that it's like on display, the things that I have. Like and y'all have seen these in, videos in the past. My little death area here, the shrine to death and the departed and whatnot, is very much on display. The incense, like the herbs and whatnot for making incense, that stuff is very much on display. My crystals up here, again, ignore like the mess down here, but the crystals up here are very much on display. I expect and encourage people to snoop. Of course, there are things like in my desk drawers and whatnot. It's some more private stuff, but nothing overly private that I would want or need to keep away from people. There are things within this house that, yes, I do keep private because they are used for private purposes. But for the most part, if you go into a box in my house, yeah, most likely you're going to find stuff that's either for sale or things that I wish to keep but have not found a home for it. But for the most part, like I said the other day, I've been holding on to this forever. But uh, if you go around and you find this little thing, you'd be like, oh, this is cool, and you set it back down and you go on your way. I don't steal from people, but if I'm staying in a spare room, you better believe I'm looking through those nightstands. Um, if I'm house sitting for you, yeah, I'll I'll respect your privacy to your bedrooms and whatnot, but if you have, a living room with, books on the bookshelves, you better believe I'm looking through the books because, yeah, I'm going to snoop and see what you like to read or what you like to have people think you like to read. There's my alarm. Anyway, yes, I will go snooping. Um, Now, as far as let's see, like somebody's suitcase, unless I have a really good reason, no. Through their underwear drawer, no. I mean, there's certain things that have always been really off limits, but yeah, I don't think I've really ever had the urge or need to do that. But yeah, as far as like in somebody's garage or something like that, if we are helping clean out the garage, if I were to help somebody clean out their garage, I'd be like, oh, what's in this box? And I'd start snooping through there. Yeah, I think that would be considered snooping, but yeah, I would totally snoop. Why not? If I'm over at your house watching your house, I'm gonna snoop through your TV cabinet and I'm gonna see what type of movies you like to watch. Hmm. Maybe one or two I might want to borrow. Hmm. I'm gonna see what type of games you like to play and whatnot. I'm gonna kind of get into all of that, but yeah, I'm not gonna go like through your dresser drawer. That's just creepy. I am going to go through your bookcase and see what you either like to read or make people think you like to read. Um, if I'm in your kitchen, I'm going to see what type of what kind of canned vegetables you have stored up for some odd reason. Why do you still have beets in your pantry? You never use them in anything. How old are they? Is this something you bought recently, or is this something that you've had sitting there for years? It really kind of throws back the curtain whenever you look through somebody's kitchen. Checking some of the expiration dates. The ones that have far passed, they don't like to eat very often. So, little things here and there that I will look at. But again, nothing overly private. I won't go reading somebody's journal or anything like that. But yeah. Have you snooped through someone else's belongings? If you consider that someone else's belongings, absolutely I have. And I still do to a certain extent. I don't really do it that often. Um, and especially now that I work at a storage unit facility, I really have stepped back from doing that a lot. Um, Still at work while, if somebody has their unit open or something like that and they're working in there, I'll peek my head in there. I'll be like, hey, what you got in there? And I'll pass by and I'll be like, oh, that is cool. I told somebody earlier today, I'm like, they just had a regular box, but it was a cool shaped box. And I looked at him, I said, that is a cool box. He's like, this? I said, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, I got this and I got that. And we started talking. And what it came down to was we had a conversation about how some of the kids nowadays have the coolest toys, and how we didn't have anything like that. But then we got onto the subject of, I had the small G.I. Joe figures whenever I was little, and it started a conversation, snooping, into seeing what somebody was storing in their unit, while they had it completely open and whatnot. Not like, taking the lock off, looking in there, and going through stuff. So none of that. But definitely, yeah, while I'm out there on the property and somebody has their door open, I'll peek my head in there and be like, what you storing? So yeah, stuff like that I will totally do. What about you? Do you have you snooped through someone's belongings? And to what extent, where's the line for you if you do this? Am I just like overly, do I cross that line of private? um, yeah, I'm not sure if I do. Probably, but yeah. Let me know in the comments below if you have done this. Are you known for doing this? Is this something you do often? And if you ever come to my witchy room, feel free to snoop around, except for in the desk. I'll put the private things in my desk. But still, even then, I'll probably freely show you. But yeah, leave all that in the comments section down below. I'm interested into seeing your answers, but I think that's all I have for today. So until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs.